I just did a forensic audit on the Samsung Galaxy A15 and A16 phones, and the results are not good. Typically, I've been able to take these consumer track phones and debolt them with ADB. Get Google completely out of it, delete Google everything, and make a phone that works as a phone and not a spy device. Sounds pretty easy, right? Well, the A15 and A16 are completely different because you don't even own the device, period. Now, the first thing I found out about this phone is can't delete the Play services in the Play Store. If you do, the phone will not boot. No other phone has done that before. Why did this happen? Well, Google don't want you deleting their fucking garbage because they're a spy fucking company. This is what they do, is they're a data thief. They steal data from the fucking idiots that they're portraying to, like, help. They're a piece of fucking shit. Fucking thief. And they won't take it anything else but theft. They're not going to let you own your device and be able to take control of your device. They are going to be in control of everything with these new phones. Because this Find My Mobile shit is baked into the operating system on this phone with no way to delete it. Now, Google says, well, in case you lose it, we can find it for you. Well, on a $40 phone, nobody wants you to fucking find it. There ain't nobody cares about a fucking $40 phone. And the only reason that the Find My Mobile is baked into the fucking operating system is you want to be able to track everybody with this fucking thing. Now, what I found out is as soon as you turn the phone on, within about 2 or 3 minutes of the phone booting, Find My Mobile will come on and presumably ping your location on a map. No way to shut it off. If you change SIM cards, Find My Mobile comes on, pings your location. I'm sure it sends the data from your SIM card, and there you are on a map. And then it pops on every 10 or 15 minutes or whatever it was. I didn't time it specifically, but I watched it on the running processes as it popped back on, reports your location on a little peg on a map, and shuts back off. Now, this is all while I have it deactivated and shut off in every possible setting on the phone, yet it still runs anyway. So Google is selling a device masquerading as a smartphone that is nothing but a tracking device. If there's no way to shut off Find My Mobile and Google fucking rat services shit, that thing is tracking everything. And Google is so hell-bent on tracking everything that it baked in this shit in the new Android operating system with no way to shut any of it off. So if you're carrying around one of these devices, it's continuously pegging your location on a map, and when it steals your contacts and every other piece of information on the phone, and the first time you log into any account, you're pegged to that phone forever. Google uses device fingerprinting also, so that means your device is being fingerprinted along with your Find My Mobile location, and as soon as you log into, say, a Google account or anything like that with a Google account, you're now connected to that device. You can change devices all you want. You're still going to be connected to the same accounts. Now, this is where Google does not like people like me that can use ADB to de-bloat and de-Google a phone. And I am calling the Samsung Galaxy A15 and A16 phones the first generation complete spy phone. There's no way you're not going to be spied on with this device. And it also bosses you around. Get this, you gotta hear this. I debloated the phone anyway, and I couldn't shut off the Play Store and the Play services, but I can deactivate them. Whether that actually stops them, that's up for debate. But you can't disable them because the phone will not boot, unlike any other version of the Android operating system. Every other Android operating system I have ever debloated up to Android 13 or 14, I have been able to shut off the Play Store successfully and that Play services and delete them. Not disable them, delete them. And the phone would still boot just fine. This means that these packages are not dependent on making the operating system run. It's Google's extra shitware. It makes their spying ecosystem run all the time. So I take my little brand new phone, I de-bloat it, de-Google it the best that I can. The phone goes from like 500 packages to 200 packages. And then I run NetGuard, which is a no-root firewall that actually works on an Android device. I blocked every single package except the ones that I use to access the internet, and I got the phone online by Wi-Fi. And guess what happened? Within just a few seconds, a pop-up come across the screen saying, "This phone is locked, and you have to insert a SIM card in order to continue." Nothing will work. The phone is completely locked until you put a SIM card in it. Call this number and shit. Well, this is Google saying, "You bought this phone, it's now ours, and we are demanding that you put a SIM card in this so we can start tracking you." This is exactly what that pop-up meant. So you go out to Walmart and you buy a consumer nice little A15, A16 phone with 4 gigs of RAM and 64 or 128 gig storage, and Google owns it. Not only owns it, owns everything on it. How comfortable are you carrying around a device that this is its main goal? And what's funny is the owner is the one paying for it. They're the one that bought the phone that's supposedly theirs, and then every 30 days, they buy a card or a plan to keep it going. So they're paying to be spied on. You ever notice all of these little apps that you put on your phone and stuff all want to access your contacts? Why does every little tiny app, even stupid games and stuff, want to access your contacts? Well, that's because your contacts, Google has realized long ago, and so did I out of just general observation, that when they take your contacts, they know who you are. Or they can use the AI to figure out exactly who you are, because there's only going to be like nobody that has the exact same contacts. So if you have like 10 contacts in your phone of all the same people, and then you change phones and you start building your contact list up to that 10, even though you're not at 10, it's going to still have you linked to that device. These are nothing but a tracking device from start to finish. I don't know about anybody else, but I will not carry around a device that's constantly tracking me and reporting home and putting my location on a map so they can sell it and give it away, or foreign countries and stuff like that. The Synagogue of Satan can look up your fucking thing and your contacts and see what you got on there, and to try to get you for saying something on like social media. And if you think for even 1 second that Google wouldn't go this far, well, you need your fucking head examined, because this is all this company does, is it perfects spying. The Samsung Galaxy A15 and A16 phones prove it. When I was done with the forensic audit of the Samsung Galaxy A15 5G and A16 5G, I happily took a hammer, smashed both of them, put them back in the box, and then threw the box out in Walmart parking lot. And there's no worries about me buying such a phone again.